Pekingese here, and I'm back with my mascot cat Dango. This video is my August plan with me, and for this month I thought I'll base it off of Japanese summer festivals. When I used to live in Japan, I would always go to the summer festivals there, which usually occur in August, so I wanted to dedicate a bullet journal spread to that since I have a lot of memories from them. I actually have some August spread printables on my Etsy shop as well with the theme ice cream and camping, so if you're interested, please check out the links for those in my description box. They come with blank versions as well, so you can use them in other months or years as well. They also come with dotted versions as well. This spread is actually my favorite spread I've done in my bullet journal so far, and I think it turned out really well. I like it so much that I skipped pages to prevent ink ghosting from showing up on the pages, so that kind of shows how proud I was of them. Since I'm not good with cool handwriting styles, I just look up cursive writings and try to copy them out with my pencil. For the doodles, I looked up summer festivals to get ideas on what to draw, and ended up drawing lanterns, fireworks, little goldfish bags because they have goldfish catching activities at the festivals, some takoyaki, shaved ice, candy apples, water balloons, and a lot more. Honestly, there's so many things to do and see at these festivals that I just couldn't doodle them all. So after sketching out the drawings and picking placements for them, I went over the August font with my Tombow Furinosuke pen, then started coloring in the rest of the page with my fine line markers. These festivals are usually red in the color scheme, so I'm kind of going for a reddish orange theme with splashes of blue. As usual, all the supplies I'm using will be linked in the description box. For the monthly view, I'm doing a 5x5 dot square with one dot between each box, and I line it with the same red from the cover page. I'm kind of going for a goldfish light color theme, or lanterns, which are also red. For this month, I decided to squeeze in my expense tracker and habit tracker together with the monthly spread to save some pages, since I'm already skipping pages to protect the spreads from ghosting. I can always stick some images in the black pages later though, kind of like what I did in my July spread. If you haven't checked out my July spread, I'll leave a card for that so you can go check it out. I keep flipping back to my cover page to see what kind of doodles I want to add in this spread. The orange box on the left is for my expense tracker, but I forgot to fill it out. It's a pretty basic one though. I just add the date and what I spent on it and how much I spent. And I put my habit tracker down at the bottom of the page. I doodled the lanterns in kind of a minimalistic style and didn't connect the black rectangular bits to the circle bits. I wanted to doodle some goldfish in empty space, so I googled some photos of goldfish and sketched it out and went over it with my markers. I had some trouble coloring them in to get the effect I wanted, but I think it turned out okay in the end. I also added some drop shadow on the monthly boxes with my Crayola super tip marker, which I think tied the whole page together. Next up is my mood tracker, which is literally my favorite spread. It is a takoyaki mood tracker. Honestly, making this spread made me super hungry, but I think it was worth it because it looks so cute. I wish I could have a whole bowl of 31 takoyaki. How amazing would that be? At this point, all my camera batteries died, so I had to record some bits on my phone before I lost too much sunlight, so that's why there's some extreme close-up shots of the takoyaki. Sorry, not sorry if it makes you hungry as well. I planned out the keys so that the happier I am, the yummier the takoyaki looks, which is kind of motivating me to stay happy, if that makes any sense. Also, here's some close-up kind of satisfying to look at shots of me doing calligraphy. And finally, here's my weekly spread, which I had to film 2 days later because life happened and my camera batteries had to charge. So there are little bags of goldfish. I'm going to put in the events of the day in the top area of the bag where the air is, and I'll have to-do lists in the water bits. I also put the dates in little goldfish, which I think is super cute. While I'm inking everything, I think this is the perfect opportunity for a little story time. In 2004, I went to my last summer festival in Japan before moving to New Zealand, and I always did the goldfish scoop activity there. My mom usually let me keep the goldfishes I caught, but they never lived very long because we didn't have a tank for them or anything and just tried to keep them in a small container. Anyway, since we were moving overseas in like 8 months or so, she told me that I couldn't keep any of the goldfish that I catch. So I was like, okay, and then did the activity, but I ended up catching a lot of goldfish. Like 7 or 8 goldfish, and my mom felt bad, so we decided to keep them. But this time we bought an aquarium for them with those bubbly water filter thingies, and we were going to look after them properly. The goldfish catching activity had those normal fish-shaped common goldfish and those bug-eyed telescope goldfish together, so I caught a pretty good mix of both. My favorite goldfish out of all the ones I caught was this orange, white and black spotted telescope fish. And it was super active and lively that it was the most difficult to catch as well. Anyway, when we bought the aquarium at the pet shop, we asked the store person if it's okay for the different goldfish species to be kept together, and they were like, yeah, it's totally fine. So we're like, okay, cool, and then we just had all the goldfish together in one tank. One day, my favorite goldfish, the most energetic one out of the bunch, kind of lost its energy, and a few days later we found it dead in the tank. I was really sad and thought that we had done something wrong. Then one by one the fish just kept dying. Then one day, I can't remember if it was me or my mom that noticed it, but we saw this one common goldfish just peck a different goldfish. This one common goldfish was attacking the other goldfish and just killing everyone. We had a murderous goldfish in our midst. My mom tried to salvage the remaining goldfish by putting a separation in the tank, but they kind of dug through the rocks at the bottom and just swam to the other side. So we decided to keep the murderous goldfish in a separate small bowl, but it had killed everyone else except for this one goldfish that remained. And guess what? The murderous goldfish jumped out of the bowl and just ended its own life. And the last goldfish that remained also died from the damage by the murderous goldfish as well. And to an 8-year-old, this is quite tragic. So my mom thought she'll get me some new goldfish. We lived super close to the Tokyo Tower, and Tokyo Tower actually had its own aquarium with a little fish store attached to it, so we went there to look for some goldfish. We were initially just gonna get 2, but there were these 3 super cute round chubby goldfish in a tank, and we just had to get all 3. So we came home with 3 pearl scale goldfish. Side note, we asked the Tokyo Tower aquarium man if we can keep common goldfish and telescope goldfish together, and he said to never do that, ever. Like, they don't get along. So, yeah. But the common goldfish attacked other common goldfish as well, so I think that one just had issues. Anyway, that is how I met my 3 cute goldfish. They were super smart and playful. One of them would always play around with the bubbles coming out of the water purifier thingy, but sadly I had to give them to my mom's student when we moved. But I feel like my goldfish's personality got reincarnated in my budgies because one of my goldfish's playful personality was exactly the same as one of my budgies. So yeah, anyway, that's how I came to meet one murderous goldfish, which led me to find 3 of the cutest goldfish in the world. And it's super sad that all the other goldfish couldn't make it, but if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have met my 3 cute goldfish. So there's a life lesson in there somewhere, I think. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video of my random story time. If you enjoyed, please give it a like so that I know, and let me know in the comments below if you've ever been to a summer festival in Japan, or if there's anything similar that happens in your country. Also, let me know what your August theme is. I post videos weekly, so make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!